this is definitely not the kind of victory that I savor. I like to win fair and square. So here's some advice, Barefoot. Next time, keep your wheels on the ground and give the equalizer an opportunity to beat you in a test that's just and true. I'll be waiting for my chance at a rematch.
We've completed 3 races thus far in round 1, and there are still 2 to go. Here's how the first 6 trucks did time-wise. Barefoot's minor infraction may have cost him the victory, but his time of 7.18 still stands, virtually guaranteeing he'll return in round 2. Equalizer, Predator, and Gravedigger will definitely be back, but Invader and UFO, both losers, are hoping their times are good enough to advance them to the next round. We'll find out who stays and who goes right after this, so don't go away.
It's time the rookies get rocked right out of this race! Monster Patrol, you won't know which way is up when I'm through with you! And the proof, it's in the pounding! Yeah!
There is the Carolina Crusher, the big monster truck out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, with Gary Porter at the helm as he stages for round number 1, race number 4. The Carolina Crusher will be going against Paul Schaefer's Monster Patrol. That truck out of Portage, Indiana. Monster Patrol qualified 8th, a kind of a slow qualifying time for him. And Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher was right up there. He qualified 3rd. Now, Paul Schaefer may be having a little bit of a problem here with the Monsters because he's used to mud racing, a flat track where you got to run down 80 feet of mud and then stop. But he's moved up to the Monsters now, and he's going to be doing a lot of bouncing around. He's got to learn to maneuver this tough course. Gary Porter is a veteran at the sport, and he has a camera inside the truck, so let's go inside the Carolina Crusher and go for a ride with Gary Porter.
All right, y'all get ready.
There we go, green light. Gary Porter takes us for a ride. And Monster Patrol has some problems. He nosedived off the first set of cars and never could correct it. Gary Porter has an easy win. 7.27 versus 11.12.
Woo, that was a wild ride. Were y'all hanging on?
The guy that should have been hanging on was Paul Schaefer in Monster Patrol. He takes a nosedive right here, bounces all over the track, and he is out of it. Experience pays, and Paul Schaefer just needs to get some more experience up in the cockpit of Monster Patrol. Boom. That's the end. He's done. Gary Porter, flawless run for him. He punches it to get over the first hill, goes over that first set of cars, backs out of it. Now, planted firmly, he goes and sails on to victory and sails on into the pits where Jim Davidson is waiting for the Crusher.
Gary, let me borrow you for a couple seconds. You're spending all night underneath the Crusher. You just beat Monster Patrol. How was the run?
It felt pretty good. Over the first jump, I think I handled it pretty well. The second jump, I might have hit it a little bit too hard. And then I wasn't exactly squared up for the third jump. I think the ramp is a little sideways. And plus an adjustment off on my truck. And that's what it made it twist when it was up in the air.
Okay, you're getting as much speed as possible in between the first set of cars and the second set of cars.
No, yeah, we're not running full throttle. Yeah, we're probably running about 65 to 75% of the speed that we can run out here.
Are you going to get the full throttle at any time tonight?
We probably will, because each race is going to be harder and harder, and plus we'll be getting more dialed into the track. And I think by the finals, we'll be running 100%.
So we're looking major air, aren't we?
We sure are. On these ramps right here, the distance we have 150 feet between the 2 jumps is going to be major air.
Well, we can look forward to seeing Air Porter running in round 2. You can bet you'll see some major aerial acrobatics from these monster trucks as the competition continues. It's hard to believe they each weigh a minimum of 10,000 pounds. With all this excitement, it's no surprise that attendance at U.S. Hot Rod Association events increases by the hundreds of thousands each year. It's easy to assume that the majority of the audience is male, but the fact is millions of women are getting turned on to the action, especially now that they're tuning in to Monster Wars. So we decided to find out, is there someone out there, male or female, who could be considered the sport's ultimate fan? Jim Davidson has the surprising answer.
Check it out, over 3 million, that's 3 6 zeros and 2 commas, 3 million people, that's a lot of people. Check out
monster truck action every year. They come out to the stands, they see it, but think about it. There's millions more who watch us every week right there where you are. So we thought it'd be kind of cool if we checked it out, went and found the ultimate monster truck fan. And we think we've done so. By day, she's a travel agent. But after hours, she's monster mad!
I know every truck. I know every driver. It is the action. I just love it all. It's just really sexy. It's just a rush. A real rush. You want to go?
You are, so we understand, the self-acclaimed monster truck biggest, baddest fan in the world.
That's me. I love it. Put me on a plane, drive, walk, anyway. Just get me there, and I'll be there. This is a monster truck map of Debbie's. This is the monster trucks shows that I've been to this year.
No. Deb's monster truck venue map. Deb, you've been to all these places marked in blue?
Every one of them marked in blue.
That's very impressive. Deb Sebastian, monster trucks, biggest fan.
Hi there.
It's time to back out, Deb.
Please. Thank you.
He knows her name.
I'm a fan, I tell you. I'm a big one here. I know you're star of the show. Treats on me today. Let's go. Come on. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all week. I need one of those, and that hat up there with Predator on it. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
How's it going?
Good.
How you doing?
Yes. Hey, how you doing? It's great to see you.
You know Debbie?
Sure I do. I know all my fans.
Told you.
You think maybe you'd sign mine? Here?
All right, well, you have to get to the end of the line.
Yes! To the end of the line, sir.
Being the ultimate fan definitely has its perks, and just watching Debbie today convinced me she deserves every perk she gets.
Monsters are staging for round number 1, race number 5, our 5th and final race of this round between Taurus Eldon Depew out of Granite City, Illinois, and Wayne Smolzanek driving Tropical Thunder up from Jupiter, Florida. Tropical Thunder trying to redeem himself after a very disappointing 10th in qualifying. Now, it's very, very important to note that all of the winners from round number 1 will move on to round number 2, but also the top 3 fast losers will come back. And here goes Taurus with a great hole shot again. This is where it's all being won here at Lebanon Valley, right on the starting line. And Wayne Smolzanek still having lots of problems. Taurus gets the win 7.85 to 10 seconds for Tropical Thunder. That's lower than his qualifying time. Wayne Smolzanek, it's just not happening for him today. Seems to be having some fuel problems. He can't even get the power up to get over that first set of cars. And Taurus is just out of there. He is running great. Again, Eldon Depew, a veteran, seems to have figured out this course very quickly in qualifying, and now in round number 1 picks up an easy win. So Taurus moves on to round number 2, and as for Tropical Thunder, he gets a whole week to work on his truck.
This Wrangler hit pay dirt, yeah! Tropical Thunder venture over them there hills. Try raining on somebody else's parade. Taurus kicked your gas.